Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Wrath, and this is our return to Hellion. Now, in the last video, I believe that was episode 9, I want to say, we went ahead and we added the command module here to the station. And this gives us control of our station, and it makes it a recognized place that we can come back to no matter what. And it'll serve as the primary core of our station, so we need to hang on to this. But we also need to build things up. Due to the glitch with life support, we are now running dangerously low on nitrogen and oxygen. And that is going to cause us a major problem. But we can't really do anything about it because of our lack of resources. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to move some air from here into the tank on the ship. And let's move about 900. Works for me. So that my ship will be able to operate as we go ahead and get moving. The next item that we need to acquire post-haste is a cargo bay module. Because due to the limitations of the game, before we do that, we need to refuel our, go down here, we need to refuel our packs here, because we pulled this one off for low oxygen and put on the one that, the spare that was there. But we need to refuel both of those and get them ready for the trip. You can skip this just by swapping them out again, but I don't really recommend that since you're going to find that you're regularly running out of... you don't want to go and be like, oh, no, I've got a... See, we have no oxygen. Okay, so we're going to pull a little bit of oxygen. Let's pull, say, 40... Oh, baby's trying to get into us here. Alright, that'll do. Alright, so we're just going to top this off. Top off the nitro. See, the thing that's limiting us right now is the limitations of storage for this outpost. Without being able to grab this and progress, we are going to find ourselves in a bit of a hurt. Okay, so attached, oxygen, nitro. Okay, that one's mostly battery charged, so we'll leave that one there to charge. We'll take these ones with us. Oh, need to do some quick repairs here. You want to try and make sure that you're watching your various systems, because they will start to get damaged over time, and so you want to try and see, there was some damage there. I didn't even see it, but I could just sense it because I'm just that good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start accessing our resources, because right now we still have the vulnerability of the fact that if we lose the ship again, we're going to be out supplies fairly badly. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get in here. We want to go ahead and close the inner door. We're going to seal this off again. Shut this door. Looks like we're having some power problems here, so we're going to have to deal with that real soon. But we do have the... let's go check what's going on with the power here. Okay, yeah, we've got some power going on, but the station is not... Oh, we're disconnected now, so the station apparently is having a power-related issue. So let's close this door. Whoa, what the hell? Did we just hit something? Yep, we're drifting into the station. banged into the station. Don't know why. Did our orbit get jacked up? Okay, run a scan real quick. Alright, we're not falling out of orbit or anything, so that's good. That was odd. I think we're going to end up having to move that docking module to a different spot. In the meantime, let's go ahead and let's give ourselves some vertical and some horizontal and some forward. Alright, so now we're moving away from the station at a decent speed. There she goes. Let's go ahead and do our navigations. Let's make sure that we've got the reactor turned on. Okay. Powering up the reactor. Take the extra tank out here and put it there for reserve. And let's go ahead and get ourselves a cargo bay module. Now again, the reason we want to get a cargo bay module is capacity. Our current station capacity is extremely low, so we can't, I mean, like if we were to lose another ship, we're still limited by the tiny capacity of that outpost module, which is virtually nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a tiny little target orbit here. Let's make it just big enough that we can get close to... Oh, that's a bit bigger than I wanted. Let's bring the periapsis down and the apoapsis up. Okay. That should give us a decent orbit. We crossed that station though. I don't like that. So let's do that. Let's pitch it. Let's see here. That's still very close. Okay. Let's do, say, 6,000. There we go. Alright. That should give us a decent spot to work from. Let's go ahead and set that as our target. Warp 2. Okay. Turn our FTL on. Okay, initialize that. Let's get lined up before this thing's ready to jump for us here. Oh, wait a minute. See, we're going to have to let that one go. See the problem? If I look at my nav, I was not checking my nav. So, add a custom orbit. There's our custom orbit again. Okay, roughly circular orbit. Warp 2. And now let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. All right. So we're gonna have to cancel that and wait. We could conceivably jump to another spot, like a flat trajectory, and then go out, but I don't think that it is worth it when we can just wait. We can just wait until our alignment is no longer behind Bether here. And that may take a little bit of extra time, but for all intents and purposes, it's better off for us. It'll give us a chance to charge the capacitor, so I can shut the reactor off. Shut that down. Shut down the FTL. FTL is powering down. So now our capacitor will go ahead and charge. Add another custom orbit, pitch it upward. Alright. Warp 2. And check our end. Right through the center of Bether. Four, 5, 6, 7. So we need to wait about 8 minutes before we could even try to warp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And FTL offline. So you know what? Let's go ahead and initialize that. Turn the FTL on. Navigation. Okay, I'll initialize that and get ourselves pointed at the target. Okay. And now we have 7 minutes to wait, 7.5 minutes to wait. But since we do have the FTL on, we're going to need to turn the reactor back on. Power that up. So once we have the cargo bay module, the next thing we're going to want is the power supply module, and that is because it's a big giant battery for our station. Every module that you attach to your station grants you more and more capabilities. And with the granted capabilities, you are more and more able to engage in new activities for your station. So like once I've got a cargo bay module, then I have a great deal of storage that I can use to gather resources. If I lose my ship, one, I can take a lot of the stuff that I'm right now storing in my ship out of the ship to be stored in the cargo bay module itself. Just get a drink here. But also I can store a large chunk of resources. So in the example of getting a ship, docking it, draining it, cutting it loose, and throwing it to the wilds of space, that is more possible in the environment of having a cargo bay module because you have a much larger set of resources to work from, and therefore you can build up a huge reserve of fuel. And we may actually do that in this process once we've got a cargo bay module, prior to going and getting a power supply module. We may instead go and look for some of the, what are they, solar panel modules, which is just a hallway with a bunch of solar panels that fold out of it. Just having all of those together, just say we get 2 or 3 of those, that can offset the power draw of our station enough that general operations won't cause us such a huge deal. Then we can start building on more resources, get our station built up and ready to actually operate. Because that's really the major key component in this, is that you need to, before you really start getting adventurous in this game, you need to acquire a stable base to work from. That means an outpost module for all of its basic functions, a command module for entry control and just basic being able to find that base again later, a power supply module for battery and reactor capabilities, and a cargo bay module for retaining resources. That's the bare minimum. Now obviously we want to offset that with solar panel modules and other ways to draw power, and when we get into a position where we're ready to start raiding things like military outposts, then we're going to also want a raider pod, which is a technique where you take a life support module, stick it on the back of a ship, and since you can come back to your station just by the benefit of warping to a station that you have access to, you change your spawn point to inside of this pod that your ship is towing around, and it's loaded with weapons and atmosphere and stuff like that, and it's basically your mobile respawn point, so that if you go to a military station and say the turrets kill you, because they will, you can then go and respawn at the ship at the site where you died, grab another weapon or two, go in and continue fighting, try to get through there. So you'll usually want to load those up with plenty of actual weapons. I actually recommend getting a full-on new outpost for that, because it's got power, it's got resources, manufacturing, and it has storage for things like grenades, rifles, and ammunition. All of the things that you need. But usually if you've got like a large crew of people, then you want to do a life support module, because you want to have 4 people respawning into be able to go in and fight. But the life support module does not have a lot of storage for equipment, so it's sort of a trade-off. So now we're just sitting here waiting for our warp to happen, because we don't want to warp through the center of the planet. That would be bad. That's how you get random game over screens. So again, this time, just like the last time when we died with the fabrication module, I'm not sure if it's an issue with the actual fabrication module, because I don't think those are supposed to be spawning yet, because it looked like it had a placeholder texture on the outside of it. So, and I think somebody said that those weren't supposed to be spawning anyway yet. So those will probably be in the next build. What can I help you with?
I would like you downstairs at Grandma's house.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to have to pause this for a moment while I go ahead and take care of something. I will be back once we get... I'm actually going to go ahead and cancel this jump, and we will come back to this once we are en route or landing on Everest Station. Alright, I'm back. So we ended up not being able to find a cargo bay module around Everest Station, so we went over to Broken Marble and we were able to pick up signs of a solar panel module. So we are going to go ahead and go after that. And see what we can come up with here. Okay, initialize that. Now, generally, my theory on the warp is that you want to go for the smallest amount of time possible because it costs the least amount of fuel. And supposedly, it will drop you out closer to your target. Alright, sorry about that. Oh, I gotta stop doing that. I rub my hands together when I'm anxious, and the microphone picks it up because my hands are closer to the microphone. So I gotta stop doing that. But I definitely want to grab this module, get it back to the station, and continue on. Because every little addition that we can grab will help us. We did see some power supply modules, some reactors around the 5 kilometers, not bad. Okay, solar panel module, you will be my target. And we'll raid the other two for parts. See if there's anything useful there. Okay, and null those out. Now those red lines, I've never really gone into the indications. Those red lines show how much you're moving in a particular direction in relation to the object. So if there's a line going up from the top, it means I'm moving up in relation to my target. If it's going to one of the sides, then I'm also moving laterally as well as towards the vessel, or whatever it is that I'm particularly chasing. So by nulling those out, I'm sort of angling myself to be coming straight at it, which makes it easier to then brake when I want to stop, because I don't have to thrust in multiple directions. And now the bottom ones, I'm not really sure what exactly that indicator at the bottom means, but what I've learned to do is to keep the brackets on the outside and the indicator in the middle separate. You can speed up so long as, to get close to so that the indicator in the middle and the ones on the side are close to each other, but they're basically an indication of like optimal speed. So the closer you get to the object, the more the tighter that bracket gets, and it'll shrink down. But you've got a lot of speed going, and that is a problem when you're trying to maneuver. So you have to try and bring it down here. Okay. Oh, now we're going backwards. Okay. Let's go ahead and face on here. All right. Let's get within range. Alright, so we're within 100 meters. Go ahead and slow this down to below 2. Should be able to match. Okay, let's not worry about matching. Let's go ahead and go straight for the dock. Okay, rotate it around. Okay, roll it. Now these solar panel modules are relatively new, so people don't covet them the way that I do. But I can tell you right now that these things are going to become a sought after material because they're small, they provide power, and they don't have an upkeep with things like tripping over my own tongue. They don't have the upkeep of having to get deuterium for the reactor. Okay. And like before, we're going to dock onto this, we're going to take it back with us, and then we will get the whole thing sorted out and repaired once we're on site at our base. Alright, locked on. Yeah, looks like there's a bit of damage there, but not anything we can't work with. Okay, so let's go ahead and go look at that derelict and see if there's anything there that we want to get before we head off here. Now there are four other people on the server right now. It's about the most busy I've ever seen this server at all. So we definitely want to be careful. Oh, let's slow that way the hell down. Slow down. Match speeds. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this here. Oh, air quality is dropping here. Close that again. How bad did that hurt us? Not too bad. One of the reasons why I'm keeping the door closed now is specifically because, yep, reload. Let's get that loaded and ready just in case. Okay, plenty of oxygen. Open the door. Let's get going. Close the door. Calm it down. Depressurize. The speed of these now is really impressive. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this stuff done. Turn my jetpack on. That would be brilliant. See what we can find. If there's anything of value here, Then we'll grab it and get going. Lights on. Basketball hoop, another one. My command module came with like 3 of those. I don't really care about the basketball hoops. Like, some people may want them, but I do not. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Ooh, grenades are always good, and ammunition. Nothing in there. Stupid basketball that we don't want or care about. Like, seriously. That's what you're gonna try and tempt me with? Is a lame ass basketball? Oh, come on over to the door. There's a basketball here. I don't give a crap about a stupid basketball. But I will see what's in here. Alright, that's got a venting there. That gas there means that it's got a hull breach. Which means that it should, if I come in on this end, it should open up for me. Or not. Okay, let's manually depressurize. Oh, it's set on manual. All right, so come on, open up. Oh, there was air. Come on, let's go back in. Should have held on to the side. That gas usually means that it's got a hull breach, though. Okay. So there's the basketball there. That didn't move an inch after we depressurized. Wait. Is that? Nope, nothing there. Okay. Anything else in this stupid hallway? Or is this just a big, giant waste of my time? Which it is. Okay, oh, wait. These often have stuff in them. Just not today. Okay. Is there another one down here that I missed? Nope, just a big waste of time. Let's see if there is an RCS fuel part here. Nope, so complete waste of my time. Oh crap. Where's my ARG? There it is. Go get out of here. We are under bombardment. We got the part that we want. Ouch, don't hurt my ship. You stupid debris. Please nothing big hit us. Please nothing big hit us. Oh gosh. Get in there. Get in there, please. Okay. Now we gotta worry about something big like that. Holy crud. Close the door. Ah, pressurize. Pressurize, please. Screw it. Alright, let's go. Oh, don't have time for this. We're getting bashed here. Okay. Seal the door, lights off. How's my air? Terrible. Okay. Close this door. Helmet off. What's my air like? Shitty. Okay. Okay, break free. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a bad idea all the way around. Okay, so we're moving off. Hopefully this will get us out of the debris field. Let's check here. My ship. Okay, so we should be coming out of that orbit relatively quickly. Do a quick scan. Alright. Home station. Warp 2. Okay. Okay. And there. Fuel. FTL, you stupid thing. Initialize you. Okay. Up one. Up one. Initialize. Oh, wait, it's right there. Yeah, this should land us, if I'm doing it right, this should land us fairly close to our target. I'm going to go ahead and run this back to my station, add it on, and see where we stand. I still need to find a cargo bay module, which I'm going to go and check around burner in the next video for. And if we still don't have that, then we're going to go back to Everest Station and look to see if we have a cargo bay module or a power supply module that we can grab from there. And hopefully we'll get something to spawn along the way here. Until next time, I'm Wrath. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I do enjoy doing it, and I hope that you will continue to watch with me. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.